Alright, y'all. No time for the intro. Let's get to it. All evidence from as far back as OG Power has brought us to this moment. What we do know from the very little bit of information that we have gathered about Breeze still has only been given to us from OG Power. He was a dangerous man, strong, but lacking the intelligence to take a young Kanan, Tommy, and Ghost to the next level. And this clearly is nowhere near enough to make the clear call that everyone, including myself, has been making. So in reality, everyone's guess is exactly that, a guess. But it's always fun to speculate in the meantime, so we're going to do just that. So in my opinion, there's absolutely only 3 possible options left for Breeze. It's either going to be Unique, Dwiz brother, or someone else who we have yet to see enter the Raising Kanan series, and as a wild card. Maybe we already seen him and don't know it yet, which could mean we are in for a seriously jaw-dropping moment when he is finally revealed. With that being said, let's break down the evidence that suggests Unique is Breeze, the evidence that suggests Dwiz brother is Breeze, as well as the evidence that goes against those obvious choices. And then we will discuss the possibilities that maybe we haven't even seen him yet, and we are in for an even bigger reveal than we could all possibly imagine. And by the end of this video, you will be able to finally decide for yourself, once and for all, who is Breeze. So, let's start with Unique. In my opinion, Unique has the most going for himself to be Breeze. And to me, there is only one valid argument that goes against Unique being Breeze, and I'll get to that in a moment. But first, from a narrative perspective, seeing Unique go from being the flashy guy, loud, abrasive, the guy who started the series having it all, then losing it twice, just to be almost killed by his older brother and assumingly killed by his older brother, and then to survive by assumingly the help of Stefano with an altered brain chemistry that then changes his personality and makes him even more reckless, but also would make him a recluse who prefers to stay home and let his young boys do most of the work, and also because he wants everyone to believe that he is unique, that he as Unique is really dead. So he chooses to dress in all black, just like he did during the season 3 finale, which inspires Ghost and Tommy to do the same in OG Power when it's murder time. If done correctly, this would make Unique the most prolific and legendary character in crime drama history. Definitely black crime drama history. We all have heard the theories about the music they play during the final scene of season 3 when Unique reappears. I have my own theories about him and Stefano with their love for words and nicknames. I have a video about the symbolism of the number 7, and another video of his dialogue with Ronnie that gives us clues to who he will become after surviving his ordeal of the attack of Ronnie. If Unique ends up not being Breeze, then the writers definitely wanted us to at least think that he could be, which would make Unique a red herring from a narrative perspective, and could make the actual reveal of Breeze be a complete letdown. With assumingly 2 seasons left of Raising Kanan, there just isn't much time to complete Kanan's arc and the rest of the Thomas family and develop a different character to be Breeze at the same time. Breeze has to be introduced and familiar with Kanan before Ghost and Tommy become relevant to the universe as youngsters, and I believe Breeze will already be Breeze by the time Power Origins premieres its first episode. One more thing I will add is this. In Power, before a main character dies, or right after they die, they always show us the replacement of that said character. In all due reality, Unique as a character actually did die that night in the tailor shop. Joey Badass said it himself that the character we know as Unique is gone. And finally, remember that we have never seen Unique and Kanan interact on screen together. So when it does happen, it will certainly be impactful. And now, here is the only argument against Unique being Breeze that actually has legs to stand on. Sasha Cohen, who leads Raising Kanan, said in an interview previously that they originally planned to kill Unique off and leave him dead. But when Joey asked to come back, they decided to bring him back. This caused the writers to completely alter the end of season 3, and it made them have to rewrite season 4, and this was said in Sasha's own words. That comes from the horse's mouth. And it is valid. But me personally, I'd like to call bullshit. And I believe it's a throw-off in order to continue to have the fans speculate on the future of Unique in the show, as well as who Breeze may be. If he never came back, everyone would assume Breeze is Dwiz's brother off the rip. Now, Joey is talented, but I don't think he had enough pull to be killed off and then make the producers feel compelled to bring him back enough to alter the entire season 4 and alter the rest of the Raising Kanan series. And now, the defense rests. So now we can talk and we can have the argument for Dwiz, unknown and unnamed brother being Breeze. In my opinion, there isn't much to really stand on in the defense of Dwiz's brother, but there still is enough to speculate somewhat. What we know is that he's a wild boy, and nobody ever knows where he is. This means he's a wild card, and his introduction can end up being a jaw-dropping moment, even if he wasn't Breeze. Now, Getting It How I Live was the first person to say that it's possible Rock seen him in the park with his mother right before she got shot at. And that is, admittedly, very interesting. But there's nothing more after that, in my opinion at least, that would suggest that Dwiz's brother is Breeze. Because in my opinion, I believe that before the series is over, he will come and be the cleanup guy, the guy who finally kills Lou, the guy who becomes one of the biggest villains that we will ever see within the Raising Kanan series, because he will be on an official revenge tour, right? But with that being said, him being Breeze will still be dope as long as the writers can make it make sense. And now, the defense rests on Dwiz's brother. And finally, could Breeze actually be someone we never heard of? Or even someone we have been seeing but have not suspected? And I'm not too sure of that, for the simple fact that I don't think there's enough time for them to have a brand new, unnamed character come in this late in the series. All of these 3 possible scenarios is definitely a possibility, but like I said, the most evidence that can make you lean in their favor has to be Unique, for the simple fact that he's a character favorite. He was killed off only to come back, and that has to mean that the writers have big plans for Joey Badass as Unique. The fact that he came back at the end of season 3 means that he's definitely going to live past season 4. And because we've never seen Dwiz's brother yet, for all we know, he could appear in season 4 to be a big bad and just be killed. These are the facts. So now, you decide. Who is Breeze? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God-gifted. That's touched by an angel. That's on the dome, nigga.